Have you ever opened the fridge after dinner and wondered whether last night's leftovers could be aging into something far more dangerous today? And if reheating feels harmless, why do older adults repeat this habit for years before anyone questions what it may be doing inside? I have spent many years warning older patients about quiet digestive and metabolic strain that starts in ordinary routines. Today, I will explain this clearly, without jargon, in plain, practical language. It matters now, for you today. I will show you 6 reheated foods that deserve caution, and why your pancreas deserves better. Why the pancreas? Exactly. Because it keeps working quietly. Stay with me, because near the end I will share one 10-second kitchen safety tip. Welcome, and thank you for being here today. Your pancreas helps control blood sugar and release digestive enzymes every single day after every meal. It rarely gets sympathy from people. After 60, the issue is not only the meal, but what reheating can gradually change. Heat, storage, repeated oil changes, and time can matter more in an older body. That is the shift. The pancreas works quietly each day, helping manage digestion and blood sugar after every bite. When recovery slows with age, repeated irritation may carry more weight across the years. Researchers have studied how high heat and food changes may raise stress signals linked to cancer. One item on this list sits in countless microwaves every single week across America. It fools many families. This is not about fear, perfection, or never touching leftovers ever again. It is about smarter handling, lower exposure, and knowing which 6 foods truly deserve caution. If you rely on leftovers, meal prep, or convenience dinners, this warning is meant to protect you, not shame you. Please tell me in the comments if reheating is already part of your daily routine right now. In a moment, I will walk you through the 6 foods, why they matter for pancreatic cancer risk, and safer kitchen choices. One of them is especially common among older adults living alone or cooking for 2. It may already be waiting in your fridge. Number 6 is the reheated processed meat people trust because it feels practical. Bacon, sausage, ham, deli turkey, and breakfast patties all fit here. The danger is not that one warm strip suddenly creates cancer. The concern is that these foods already come with preservation chemistry, salt, smoke, and saturated fat, and another round of heat can push an already burdened food in the wrong direction again. That is why this trap gets missed. Older adults often choose these meats for convenience, protein, and portion control. They also fit lonely mornings and rushed routines. But easy is not always gentle on the pancreas. How many older adults keep reheating the same food, never realizing that one safe kitchen habit may be quietly raising pancreatic stress over the years? If that made you pause, comment "fresh" right now. And let that one word remind you that long-term protection often starts with one smarter choice in your kitchen. The International Agency for Research on Cancer notes that meat processing can lead to carcinogenic chemicals, such as nitroso compounds and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, and the World Cancer Research Fund says the evidence suggesting processed meat raises pancreatic cancer risk is limited, not imaginary. After 60, that limited risk deserves more respect because the body usually has less metabolic flexibility. Blood sugar may run higher after meals. Silent insulin resistance is more common. Recovery from repeated inflammatory stress is often slower. The pancreas lives in the center of that metabolic traffic. It helps manage blood sugar, and it helps coordinate digestion after every dense, salty, fatty meal. So when reheated sausage becomes a daily breakfast, the real issue is repetition. The same processed load returns. The same high-fat, high-salt, high-heat pattern returns. Often it comes with white toast, sweet sauce, or juice, which deepens the metabolic hit. The pancreas keeps answering the same signal. I think of the older man who microwaves 2 sausage patties every morning because they are quick, cheap, and familiar. He is not choosing danger, he is choosing routine. But routine can still become a problem when the chemistry of the food keeps asking an aging pancreas to do more than it should. The protective shift is realistic. Buy less at one time, reheat once, not again and again. Rotate in fresh eggs, oats, beans, yogurt, or nut butter on some mornings so the pancreas does not keep seeing the same processed burden. And if you do warm deli meat or sausage, stop at warm. Do not crisp it into a darker edge. Number 5 is reheated grilled or barbecued meat, and number 4 is the brown starch beside it. These 2 foods often arrive together, which is exactly why they deserve one stronger warning. The first hidden trap is the meat. Steak, burgers, ribs, chicken thighs, and fish that were grilled hard the first time are often heated again until the surface tightens or darkens. Many people assume the risk stayed on the grill yesterday. It did not simply disappear overnight. Heat leaves a footprint. The National Cancer Institute explains that high-temperature cooking of meat can produce heterocyclic amines and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, and epidemiologic studies have linked high intake of well-done, fried, or barbecued meats with higher pancreatic cancer risk, even though not every study agrees. That is the belief reversal. The problem is not just meat. It is meat plus smoke, dark surfaces, prolonged heat, dripping fat, and then a second round of heating the next day. The combination matters. Heavy charred leftovers can become drier, harsher, and harder to digest. Over time, foods that repeatedly support inflammation deserve more caution because chronic pancreatitis is a known pancreatic cancer risk factor. Now add the side dish. Reheated fries, hash browns, roasted potatoes, and browned grain foods look less dramatic, so they fool people more easily. Yet the Food and Drug Administration says acrylamide is found mainly in plant foods cooked with high heat, including potato and grain products, and far less in foods that are boiled or steamed. One dark hash brown does not mean cancer. The issue is repeated exposure to heavily browned starches in a body already dealing with weight gain, rising glucose, or prediabetes. The pancreas has to answer that meal from both sides. It must help manage the blood sugar load, and it must work through the broader inflammatory picture that often travels with a high-heat, low-fiber plate. The correction is simple enough to use tonight. Trim blackened meat before storing it. Reheat with moisture instead of direct flame. Warm potatoes only until hot, not dark. The National Cancer Institute also notes that removing charred portions and reducing prolonged high heat can lower exposure from cooked meats. A soft-baked potato, beans, or vegetables may protect better than chasing yesterday's crispness again. Number 3 is the fried leftover people try to bring back to life. Fried chicken, breaded cutlets, battered fish, crispy pork, even breaded shrimp. The trap is not just the coating, it is what happens to the oil, the crust, and the exposed fat each time heat comes back. A research review on repeatedly heated cooking oils describes adverse effects linked to oxidation products and notes concern about genotoxic, mutagenic, and carcinogenic activity from repeatedly heated oils and their fumes. That does not prove your reheated cutlet causes pancreatic cancer, but it is a serious enough chemical warning to stop treating repeatedly heated fat as harmless kitchen background. After 60, this pattern becomes more relevant because batch cooking is common. Someone fries on Sunday, then reheats on Monday, Tuesday, and sometimes Wednesday. The second and third heating steps are often aggressive because people want the crunch back. That means more dryness, more oxidized fat, and more digestive strain in a food that was already heavy. The pancreas feels that meal quietly. It must respond to fat, refined coating, and often a sweet sauce or soft roll on the side. When that routine repeats, the burden is cumulative, not dramatic. Number 2 feels even more innocent because it seems complete. Reheated pizza, especially meat-topped pizza, stuffed crust leftovers, creamy casserole slices, and cheese-heavy takeaway foods. Start with the toppings. Pepperoni, sausage, bacon bits, and cured meats bring processed meat exposure back to the meal. The World Cancer Research Fund also reports limited evidence, suggesting foods high in saturated fatty acids raise pancreatic cancer risk. Then comes the reheating behavior. Most people do not warm pizza gently. They crisp it in a skillet, toaster oven, or air fryer until the cheese blisters, the oil resurfaces, and the edges harden. Now you have processed meat, concentrated fat, browned refined flour, and repeated heat in one ordinary leftover. For an older adult with central weight gain, silent diabetes, or fatigue after meals, that combination matters more because diabetes, obesity, and chronic pancreatic inflammation are established pancreatic cancer risk factors. A safer shift is not dramatic. Order less, store it fast, eat it once. Add salad, beans, or steamed vegetables if you do reheat a slice so the meal is not all grease, starch, and meat. Warm is enough. Darker is not better. And now the strongest warning. Number 1 is not the weekend treat. It is the reheated, ultra-processed meal that disguises itself as a responsible daily solution. Frozen lasagna, microwave breakfast sandwiches, creamy pasta bowls, packaged casseroles, chilled ready meals, And meat-filled convenience trays belong here. Why is this number one? Because it stacks too many risks at once. Refined starch, processed meat, saturated fat, high sodium, industrial additives, then repeated heating on top of all that. A recent meta-analysis found high intake of ultra-processed foods was associated with increased pancreatic cancer risk. That does not isolate reheating by itself, but it tells us the underlying food pattern already deserves caution before the second round of heat even begins. This is where older adults are especially exposed. These meals solve real problems. They reduce shopping, chopping, cleanup, and standing time. They seem controlled. They seem safer than takeout. But many of them create the same hostile environment from several directions at once. Excess calories, poorer glycemic control, more saturated fat, more sodium, and less fresh protective food around them. The pancreatic burden is not loud. It is cumulative. The gland must release digestive enzymes for dense processed meals, while also helping control the post-meal glucose rise. If you already carry extra abdominal weight or have insulin resistance, the pattern becomes more concerning, not less. The World Cancer Research Fund identifies body fatness as a convincing cause of pancreatic cancer, which means the meals that help maintain that metabolic state deserve a harder look. There is also a second mistake many people miss. They assume that if a leftover is hot again, it is automatically safe again. Food safety and food chemistry are not the same thing. Both matter. They overlap, but they are not identical. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says perishable foods should be refrigerated within 2 hours, while Food Safety Gov advises using cooked leftovers within 4 days and reheating them to 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Those steps reduce bacterial growth and another avoidable burden on an older digestive system. So the practical payoff is clear. Keep convenience, but change the chemistry. Split ready meals into smaller portions. Add vegetables, lentils, soup, or plain rice with fresh protein instead of eating the whole tray alone. Keep at least 1 or 2 truly fresh meals in the week, even if they are simple. If a food contains processed meat, pooled orange oil, and a brown top, do not keep reheating it through the week as if it were neutral fuel. Here is the 10-second tip I want you to keep. Before reheating any leftover, ask 3 fast questions. Was it chilled within 2 hours? Has it already been reheated once? And am I warming it gently instead of browning it again? If the answer to any one of those is no, pause and rethink the meal. That tiny check can cut repeated heat exposure, storage mistakes, and unnecessary pancreatic strain in one moment. That is the real lesson of the countdown. The pancreas usually suffers quietly. It does not ask for attention early. Small kitchen choices matter more than they look, which is exactly why older adults need kitchen habits that lower repeated chemical stress, reduce inflammatory load, and make fresh food just a little more common than reheated processed food. Today we walked through 6 heated-up foods, but the larger message was not really about a list. It was about pattern. When processed meat, charred leftovers, brown starches, fried foods, greasy pizza, and ultra-processed convenience meals keep returning under more heat, the pancreas may keep paying the price in silence. That warning is serious, but it is not a message of panic. Most people who depend on leftovers are not careless. They are busy, tired, practical, living alone, managing pain, or trying not to waste money. That matters. The goal here is awareness, not blame. You are not too late, and you are not powerless. Protection often starts with very small control points. Cool food quickly. Store it safely. Reheat once, not several times. Stop chasing darker color. Use gentler heat. Put fresher foods around the leftovers more often. Let convenience stay in your life, but stop letting convenience control the chemistry of every evening meal. Those are modest changes, but modest changes repeated for months can change your hidden burden into a quieter form of prevention. Please share this with one older adult who relies on microwave meals, takeout leftovers, or batch cooking, because this may help them see an everyday risk before it becomes a long-term pattern. Subscribe if you want more calm, practical health guidance explained in plain English. Then comment with the one reheated food you will be more careful with after today. Thank you for being here. Your health is shaped by quiet routines. Quiet routines can still be changed. Respect your pancreas, be wiser with reheating, and take good care of yourself tonight.
It matters now for you today.
Why the pancreas?
Focusing on basic pancreas function, this vital organ releases digestive enzymes and hormones like insulin, which regulates the glucose moving through the bloodstream.
Part of the routine. You know, at my age, convenience is key, and this microwave makes dinner easy every single night. For older adults, there's a quiet strain on your body every day. We need to talk about it. You see all this complexity? It doesn't have to be this way. Now let's talk real food, simple and practical for every day. I understand how hard it can be to get into the routine of healthy eating. Just remember, these leftovers are a chance to protect your health, not a reason to feel bad.
There's a silent threat many of my older patients face every day. We call it quiet daily strain. It's crucial we recognize the signs.
The key to utilizing your leftovers is balance. You have your fiber here in the salad and the fruit. Now we just need to add a lean protein to make it a complete meal.
I understand how hard it can be to get into the routine of healthy eating. Just remember, these leftovers are a chance to protect your health, not a reason to feel bad.